What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we've got another cool knife review and comparison to do for you. This one comes by way of the Lefty Pass Around group. Big shout out to the Lefty Pass Around group for letting me check out this knife. But before we get into today's video, y'all give me a like. Leave a comment. At the end of the video, I'll put a little subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Check out another video that I'll link at the end. Really appreciate it and helps my channel greatly. Y'all follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. Let's flip this camera around and get into today's knife review. Okay guys, so today we've got a knife review of a Ketuo. I've had one other Ketuo, the Ketuo Ventor, on the channel. Y'all check out that video. It was a really cool knife, so I was very excited to check out another knife from Ketuo. And if I'm mispronouncing it, I apologize. That's just the way that I pronounce it and everything. Is Ketuo. Alright, so what do we have here? Alright, we have the Ketuo Telson. This is titanium and zirconium with an N390 blade. I've not had zirconium in on a knife before, so this was really cool for me to check out. I've seen a lot of zirconium, I've just never had any zirconium. So what do we have here? This is the Telson. Now, I will tell you one thing. I've got a little cloth right here so I can wipe it off. Zirconium is a fingerprint magnet. So you will have to wipe it off to get that nice shine, but it is a beautiful material. Really love this inlays and everything, and in my opinion they've done them very well. Very nice looking inlays. So the knife overall is just a very nice looking knife. Nice titanium with nice scallops on both sides, which brings that inlay right up proud into the center. And then if we flip it over to the other side, you've got the milled titanium pocket clip with its speed holes and little decorative cuts in it, and then the zirconium inlay that goes all the way underneath on this side. Okay, now that pocket clip does not look like it's reversible because it looks like it's in that inlay. Okay, the inlay just goes underneath, so does not look like you're gonna have a reversible pocket clip at all. Full back spacer, and they did the lanyard as a little lanyard bar back here at the end. I like that. It's definitely a whole lot better than putting a lanyard hole in a nice looking knife like this and everything. So a little bar at the end, yeah, I don't mind that. Flipper tab. Let's check out this blade, okay? Really snappy detent on this knife. I really like it. Nice M390 blade with a nice reflective finish. Yeah, very nice. And it, let's see if I can get it where you see. Yeah, you can see that thing gets thin. Yeah, nice and thin. So very comfortable in hand. Good jimping up top. It extends out so you can get your finger all the way. There's no choke up spot or anything like that, but very comfortable. I've got medium sized hands. I get 4 full fingers on there, no problem. Got room for a whole nother large finger on there, so extra large hand. You're not gonna have any problems with this knife. So very comfortable in hand. great blade shape. You've got a good belly to it, but that tip drops low. So to use that tip, you're not having to go up far. You can just keep it at a nice, comfortable angle. Do those cuts, and then of course any slices like this, it's going to be fine. And then that belly has good access to use as well for like push cuts with the belly. Not a problem. Very comfortable in hand. Okay, let's do some comparisons. Let's wipe off that zirconium real quick so it just looks a little bit better while we're doing some comparisons. Okay, so size comparison. Let's compare it up against the Spyderco Shaman and the Spyderco Para 3. As you can see, it's a full-size knife for sure. It is almost just the exact same size as that Shaman. So, full-size knife for sure. A couple more comparisons. Let's see. The Demco 80 20.5 and the Off-Grid Knives Scorpion. Not quite as long as the Scorpion, but not by much. Scorpion's definitely got it in handle length, but if you look at blade length and everything, the Telson is approaching the Scorpion, and this Scorpion has a 4-inch blade, so that tells you and everything. That's a over 3.7 something inch blade. I'll link the website down below, and it'll have all the full specs and everything. And a very good comparison, last comparison, I think overall size, the Kaiser Militao. If you look, we do almost end to end. The Telson is just slightly longer in both blade and both handle than the Kaiser Militao. So if you like the Militao, you should like the size of the Telson. Using this knife has been great. Thin, slicey, good material, good construction, and good action. Very smooth. Okay, it's one of those shake shuts, but I don't mind that. As long as it's smooth and everything, that's what I like. It doesn't have to be guillotine drop shut. Okay, as long as it's got a good smooth action, it's very nice and everything. So I can just steadily shake that. Now, if I disengage it and do a good, just a little wrist, it'll drop straight. Otherwise, it's just a smooth shake shut. And that detent, even though it's a flipper only, so no multiple deployment. Some people might be able to flip it off that little, but I cannot. Detent's way too strong for that for me. So for me, this is a flipper only, and that detent is dialed in to where you're putting pressure, and then brakes, and that blade just flies out. So very good detent on this flipper. I think Ketuo did an excellent job for this knife. I will link it at time of recording. Now prices can change and stuff like that. They've got a couple of different models, but this model right here, titanium M390 with zirconium inlays on both sides and everything, is like $285. That is outstanding value in my opinion. And the ones that have the other inlays, like I want to say it's like carbon fiber inlays and stuff, or even less. They're like 250 something. So I think what you're getting here, the build quality and the design and just the usefulness of this knife, this is an outstanding knife. So I'm really impressed with Ketuo and the Telson. This is one that has definitely made the list of I need to add it to my collection. Especially the zirconium model. That's the one that I would go for and everything, because I just think that gives you the best value and bang for the buck on this knife, which is outstanding. Let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of the Ketuo Telson. So guys, what do you think of the Ketuo Telson? I think this is a beautifully constructed, very simple, clean design knife. I love the way they made the inlays sort of like ramp up proud. They scallop these down, so it really brings the inlays to the forefront. Plus, it gives a good feeling in hand. And these zirconium inlays, love that they're on both sides and go full length. Nice titanium pocket clip, and the pops of color around the pivot collar and the screws on the body as well as the pocket clip. Very nice, very nice. I like the contrast and I just like it. And the detent action on this knife fires out, and nice thin slicey blade. Yeah, really digging the Telson. It is a very good knife. I am really impressed by it and really would love to have one. So y'all let me know, have you had any Ketuo knives? Have you had the Telson? If you have, let me know. Let me know what you think of it. Do you have the zirconium one? What do you think of zirconium on knives overall? Love to know. Y'all give me a like. Leave a comment. Hit this subscribe button and that notification bell. Check out this video. Think you might like it. Follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.